Welcome to our Clarity and Focus session today. We're going to be talking about business intelligence and how to use business intelligence to actually maximize and leverage your opportunity to generate sales, and more importantly, to get engaged with people who want what you have to offer to buy in the marketplace. So I want to share something that I have already shared with many people, and this is the futures map of where we're at. So back in January 2020, before coronavirus hit our global shores, everything was going smoothly and honky-dory and life was good, and we were looking forward to a whole amazing year in 2020. February hits and we start doing lockdowns and shutdowns, and right now we're coming to the end of April. We're in May right now. So April 2020, we were in heavily lockdowns, and now we're in May. We're just about to come to June, right? And you'll notice that this is what's different about what's going on. By the way, more than 30% of the business is out of the market. A lot of people are dropping out. They just can't get back. The easing of restrictions is not going to be fast enough to be able to sustain a lot of businesses in the marketplace. So lots of businesses are going to be failing right now, even though we're coming out of lockdown, even though there's an opportunity for them to get back into commerce, they will fall by the wayside. So this is what's actually happening right now. Right now, we're here. We're at close to the June mark. Between June and December, this mark here is your leverage opportunity. Because look at the gap. We've already got a gap here in the market, but look at the gap over the next 6 months. It's just going to widen, widen, widen. So this is a huge opportunity for businesses to take advantage of, in the fact that they've got to actually become very vocal and very visible to the marketplace. So you can show, what I would do is, for those of you who want to take a screenshot of what I'm just sharing here, I'm just going to take my face out of the way here so you can't see my face. So if you take a screenshot of that, right, the timing is now, in terms of what's going on. So understand, right, we have this growth curve happening and we have this decline curve happening, and we've got these businesses in the middle who are trying to hang in there. These businesses here who are trying to hang in here, right? If they're trying to hang in, so between here and here, there's going to be a lot of businesses that are going to shut down. Between June, right, and December, the end of December, Christmas time, there's still going to be a lot of businesses that's going to be shutting down here because they just can't sustain. They cannot thrive, or they cannot grow into and out of lockdown, right? So understand that this gives you a picture of what's going on out there. Different countries, it's really weird. South America right now, they're at the bottom of the curve. South America is right here right now. So South America is looking as an open market. They're probably going to be coming back into the market in July, August. July, August is when they're going to start to hit back in the market. So South America is having its turn with having to manage the curve of coronavirus right now with lockdowns, right? So understand across the globe, we're going through stages in this process. In the Western world, we are just coming here. So slowly, slowly, this month, June, is the month where a lot of Western countries are coming out of lockdown, and slowly, slowly, restrictions are going to ease, and this is going to see us through till December. So this is what's going on. So if we're here and that we're here, this is the gap that we're talking about, right? So if we're in business, what are the problems, right? So we are the problem solvers. We, as agency owners, we are the problem solvers, right? So what do we need? Websites need to change. The websites need to change. There are so many websites that tell people how they're helping people to socially distance. There are so many websites where traditional businesses were doing face-to-face and not telling their clients that they can do virtual with each other, right? There's so many websites that have to change right now. And those websites also have to be in alignment and working with this device, right? So if you don't have a mobile strategy right now, you're in trouble, especially if you're a business where you require customers to come to you via location, right? So websites need to change. Business need to start capturing leads. One of the big things the business realizes is their database are terrible. So now businesses need to realize that your real estate is your list. And if you didn't have a list and you weren't able to communicate that list, then you've got a problem. You need to solve that problem. They need to do search marketing. That's something that people organically, SEO is back and it's growing and it's happening. They need to do SEO. Businesses need to do SEO, right? They've got to do Google My Business. They've got to get back into search marketing. They need to look at the best marketing channels for their market. So is YouTube, is Facebook, is AdWords, is the Google Display Network, is Instagram, is Messenger advertising? What channels would they have the best reach in? Because businesses have got to sit down and say, where are we going to get our customers from right now? Where are they going to come from? How are we going to get our clients? So we need to have that focus of what is the best marketing channel for our business. So think about businesses, and I'll answer some questions around this. But think about different niches, right? Where, bang for buck, where are they going to get better results, right? Is it Facebook? Is it AdWords, right? If you feel that people are searching online, you've got to be on AdWords, right? Because nobody searches on Facebook for a business. I go straight to AdWords. So maybe for brick and mortar local markets, AdWords is probably a better channel, a more direct channel than say Facebook is. Facebook from an audience point of view has a greater reach. Lots of social, right? What products or services would get value from being found based on an audience in the marketplace, right? So they need to look at the best marketing channels. They need to communicate to clients. Most people, most businesses are not communicating, have never communicated, and are struggling to communicate effectively with their customers and with the markets. So they need help to do that. Right? They need things like email marketing. They need things like building a tribe on social media. They need to do things to manage and engage their customers, right? These are the areas that most companies have fallen down in. They need to build or rebuild their business. They need to build their business, or they need to rebuild their business. So what I mean by rebuild might be pivoting. It might be changing the way they do business. It might be changing the way they distribute their products. It might be even bringing new products to market that are relevant to where their customers are searching or looking for services that will help them in these times. So these are the things that you want to be mindful of, that you need to be looking at things like, do they need to rebuild? If they need to rebuild, what do you need to do to make sure that you're building your opportunity in an effective way, right? They need to manage their businesses better. So what I mean by managing their business better, they need reporting. They need to be able to do forecasting. They need cash flow management. They need financial reporting. They need sales reporting. They need those sorts of things. They need to manage their business better. They need to automate as much of their business as they can as well. Very important. And the last one is they need a plan. Most businesses, I've even spoken to a few and say, right, what's your plan coming out of here? Well, we just want to stay alive. That's their plan. We want to stay alive. Well, that plan ain't working. So the idea is if you're in our world, we need to give our world or our markets those plans. We need to give those markets our plans, right? If you're giving people a plan, you're leading, you're showing, you're sharing, you're giving them momentum, right? You need to lead the market with your plans, yeah? So these are the problems that most businesses are facing. But here's some of the internal problems that businesses are facing, right? Poor sales process, poor lead handling, reactive rather than proactive on the sales focus, lack of follow-up, no customer relationship management system in place, little to no customer experience systems, so customer care and communication, poor pre and post sales systems. These are things that most businesses fail in when it comes to generating leads, right? All of you here can impact on either one or more of these problems, right? I'm just going to go back up to the previous slide. All of you, right? If we looked at these problems here, just type in which problem you can fix in chat. Which problem can you fix in chat? What problem? Just type in the chat. What problem can you fix? Of all these problems that I'm sharing on the screen, what problem can you fix? Can you fix the website thing, right? Donald says 1 and 3. The websites, and they need search marketing. Yep. Search engine marketing, SEO, Google My Business. Yep. Capture leads. Yep. You can help people capture leads. Communication support. Yes. What else? What other service? Lead handling. The plan. Yes. Helping businesses switch focus to e-commerce. Yes, Sam. That's a huge one. Lots of brick and mortar businesses need to shift their strategy, shift their structure to using planning, right? So yes. Anything else? What are the things that you solve, right? Because the next question is, who do you solve them for? Google Maps listing, yes, right? So if you were to pick this service or pick these services you provide, of the one, what do you want to lead with? That's the question I'm really asking. If you're going to lead with a service, what would you lead with? That means you already have the system in place. You don't have to create the system or create it. You have the ability to do this right now. This is not something you're going to create to do or you're learning how to do. You can deliver this today, because I'm going to ask you to offer this to somebody today, right? So of these services, what can you deliver today? You've got a price, you've got an offer, and you've got a service. Just type in. So Eric says local SEO. You can do local SEO. That's awesome. Who else? Right? Let's make this work. Who else is delivering? Who else has got to deliver? Samantha, good to see you here. Trevor, good to have you here. Bots. You've got bots and bots, Facebook ads, and Google ads. Pick one of the three, Howard, not all three. One of the three, not all three. Patient leads, yes. Social media tweaks, yes. Lead generation and nurturing. What does lead generation mean, Trevor? For who? Right? E-com strategy roadmap. Yes. That's a plan, Sam. That's awesome. Yeah. So if we know that we can deliver, then my question to you is what type of business will benefit the most? Client communication. Yes. What business right now will benefit the most? Right now in your head, who will get the most benefit of what you got to deliver? Just pick a business. Just write it down. Just type it in the search. Let's make this interactive and real, right? I want you to get the best out of this, right? So this is a service you have to offer. You don't have to create this service. You know what to do. You know how to help somebody with this service, right? So Sam says store businesses, those that have no choice but to close their expensive storefronts. Okay, so that's one type of business. What about ones who can keep their storefronts open and do e-commerce at the same time? Because that's a huge market, Sam, right? Would high level count as a service? Well, that's a service, but what business are we talking to? What high sales automation or client management or CRM management? High level, yes. High level is a service. It is a service, but what business would you plug that into, Howard? That's the real question. Dentists that need cash flow. Every dentist needs cash flow, Oscar. Every dentist needs cash flow. So if we went to a dentist and said, do you need cash flow? You go, yeah, I need cash flow. And then you go, hey, I want you to spend $10,000 on ads. They go, I don't have the cash flow to do that, right? So you've got to think a little bit more specific. Howard says B2C. That's not a business, Howard. That counts for about 30 million businesses in the Western world. Maybe more than that, probably about 50 million businesses in the Western world are B2C, Howard. You can't contact 50 million businesses. I'm talking about picking one type of business in the market. If you can't, emergency dental, awesome. That's awesome. Emergency dental, Oscar, absolutely, right? Absolutely. So B2C. So we know what service we have. We know what type of business. What I'd like you to do now is, I don't want you to do this right now, but I need you to write this down, that after this call, you need to go and get 5. You need to find 5 of that type of business. 5. Look up online, look up in Google for the business, look in Google search, look at who's advertising. I want 5 businesses. I want you to just pick 5, right? Because today you're going to send something to those 5 businesses. You're going to send something to those 5 businesses. Yeah. So does anybody know what business they're going after? Are we clear? If you've got a business that you're going after, just type 1 so I know that you've got a business. Type 1 in the keyboard if you've got a business you're not going after. So Chris has, Oscar has, who else? Samantha has, who else? Eric's got 1, awesome. Chris has got 1. You know what business you go after. Sam's got a business to go after, awesome. Nobody else got any business? Awesome, Howard. Roofers are big. I just spoke to somebody who, in the last 2 months, $750,000 in revenue selling roofing leads. $750K in 2 months selling roofing leads. So the roofer market is huge. That's a $60 billion industry, Howard. Right? Okay. So what I want you to do is I need you to make a list of 5 companies. And I need you to find out who the managing director of those companies are. That's all you need to do. 5, not 10, not 20, not 30, 5 companies. Google companies, the ones that are spending money on advertising, right? Look at those companies, right? But we need to find 5, right? So you need to find the managing director of the owner company, the decision maker. Who's a decision maker, right? So how are we going to find them? Really easy. Call the company up and ask them who the managing director is. Just call the front desk and say, look, I just wanted to make sure we got our records right. The managing director of the company, your company, is that you? And they go, no, that's Tony Smith. Great, thank you. I just want to make sure I got that spelling right. Is that Smith, S-M-I-T-H? Awesome, thank you very much. Right now, look at their info at email, right? So this is a really simple step. 5 companies, 5 decision makers, right? That person on the phone, when you pick up the phone, ask them who the decision maker, who the owner is. The managing director, are you the managing director? No, that's Mary Smith. Great. Right? I just want to spell Smith correctly. Is it S? Awesome. Just making sure that we're updating our records. Thank you so kind. Thank you for being so kind for answering the phone. Be nice to them. They'll give you all the information you want, right? I just need a name and I just need an email address. You don't need to ask for the email address. The email naming convention you're going to find on their contact form. Look at the email. Is it contact at? So then what you got to do is you can just see, is it going to be Peter at? Is it going to be Pete at? Peter, what's first name at, right? You're going to have a couple of iterations, right? If you go to hunter.io, I think they offer a little bit of a free thing where you can verify the email, but you just need 5 emails, right? And this is the email you're going to write, because I'm going to walk you through exactly what to do here, right? So you have 5 people, and then this is the question you're going to ask them. The question is, right now, you're in for a mini boom that you may or may not be aware of. There's a bunch of businesses that are not coming back to the market, and then those customers that aren't going to those businesses need to find your business for help. Can I just show you, yep, Hunter.io, can I just show you, right, a very simple mind map of how to maximize conversions, or whatever it is that you do to get a result? Can I walk you through exactly what will help you get better conversions or better workflow or opportunities, right? Can I share that with you? Just yes or no. I'm happy to send it to you. I just want to know if you want it, right? That's what we're asking, right? Some people are going to say yes. Some people you're going to have crickets. So what you're going to do is you're going to offer that to them again, right? Can I just show you a really simple map of an exact system and process that's going to get an X result for you? That's what you want to send out to people. 5 people. That's it. 5 people today. And what I want you to do is I want you to follow it up, right? So I want you to call the company and say, look, I just want to make sure you got it. And here's your script. It's really simple. If you can get a hold of that person, all you're going to say is, listen, I shot this through to you. I don't know if it's for you, but if you can give me 60 seconds, you can let me know whether or not we should continue the conversation. That's all you need to do. You can do that with 5 people today, easily. No excuses, right? If you're not going to do it today, do it tomorrow. No excuses, right? Pretty simple. So let's get back into that's the pragmatic, practical thing of taking some action and doing some stuff. So these are the problems, right? So you Inc., right? This is you Inc. that you need to be aware of, right? You're an expert. You are an expert. If you are not an expert, then you are not in business. So just type 1 if you know what you're doing. If you know how to help people, I want you to type in chat, just type 1. If you know how to help people, just type 1. In fact, let's start from 2. If you know how to help people with what you do, just type 2. Just type 2. Awesome. We have a whole bunch of people who know how to help people. That's fantastic, right? So you, Inc., need to let people know that you can help people with the problems that you solve. That's your goal, right? Right now, people need people who can help, who are an expert in solving a problem that is currently occurring in their market. And let me tell you, in every single market, there are burning fires right now. There are burning fires, right? So next, you want help, right? You want to help these people. So there are 3 things that I need to know if I want to work with somebody. 1, can I help them get a result? That's number 1. Can I help them get a result? Number 2, will they pay me? Will they pay me? But the number 1 thing that I need to know is, do I like them? Do I like the markets that you've chosen? Do you like that type of business? Do you like working with the companies that you've chosen to work with? That's the question you need to answer. Because if you don't like them, if you actually don't care about them, it's going to be really hard for you to generate a new business. You've actually got to care. You've actually got to like the people you're working with. I love the people that I work with. I pick and choose who I work with, right? I love the people I work with, yeah? That's why I love doing what I do, right? If I didn't like what I did, if I didn't like the people I work with, I would not be doing it. And my business would suffer because of it. My business would suffer because of it. So there's 3 things, right? You've got to know that you can deliver a result. So if you can deliver a result, just type 3. Can you deliver a result for what you do? Just type 3. Sam says, yeah, he delivers a result. Chris knows how to deliver a result. Michael says, I'm delivering a result. Monique can deliver a result. Howard can deliver a result. Trevor can deliver a result, right? Awesome. So if we can deliver a result to the market, right, then we actually have the opportunity to maximize the ability for that reality, right? If we have a conviction, we know we get a result, deliver this result, then we want to be able to share that result, right? But like I said, I need to know three things. Can they pay? Can I get a result? And do I like them, right? Do I really want to help these people in the marketplace? That's what I need to know, right? So if the answer is a no to any one of those three things, then it's a no. Then there's no business with that client, right? So you have to have three boxes. Now, you might be asking the question, well, how do I know that they can pay? Well, if they're already spending money on marketing or already spending on services that you provide, you know that there's a validation of a yes. Are they spending money at the high level? Are they spending money at the medium level? And are they spending money at the bottom level? If I can get an indication that the market is spending money, that is a validation of, yes, they can buy, they can pay, right? How much they're paying, you need to look at what's being offered and what they're buying. Very easy to find out how much they're paying on their marketing, right? If you watched yesterday's session where I broke down how I made $24,000 worth of sales opportunities in 1 hour, right? I basically asked the question of, where are you advertising? You advertise, how much money you spend on newspapers, magazines, AdWords, Facebook, directories. I just asked those questions, right? And then they went through and they realized that they calculated all the money they spend on marketing, and it was between 20 and 30 grand a month, $240,000 to $360,000 a year. Now that's a budget, right? Most people don't know how much money they're spending on marketing, right? But now I know that they can pay, right? That's a validation. Tick box, they're paying, right? So do I like them? Can I help them? Will they pay? That's the tick. Three things, that's a big tick, right? Okay. So why do you want to help, right? Why do you want to help? Do you want to help because you want to make a profit? Because if you want to help because you want to make a profit, that's going to work for your client. Why do you want to help them get a result? I get excited about marketing and strategies, and I get excited by sales, people making sales. I get more excited when the people I work with, right, make sales than I make sales myself. I get more excited for them because they've got that energy. Sam says, I love seeing people smash online. Absolutely. I love people getting amazing results, right? Because if people get amazing results, just want to keep getting amazing results, yeah, in the market. So why do you want to help is the question that you have to answer for yourself. Because if you can't answer that question, if the answer to this question is to make money, that's the wrong answer. Because you will not last very long in this business if it's for you to make money, right? You need to make money from the purpose of what you deliver, the value that you bring. That's how you're going to make a ton of money. The moment ago, I mentioned the roofing company that's generating $750,000 in sales in the last 2 months, selling leads to roofers, right? They love what they do. They love getting results for their clients. They love the fact that their clients are closing lots of deals with the leads that they send to the market. By the way, that agency is only 3 months old. From scratch to 750 grand in 3 months, right? Crazy, huh? What's possible? We've got champions in our group, $700,000 in sales in 2 months, right? That's what's possible out there. So they love getting results for people, right? You want to get in the game and start swinging the bat. One of my mentors and a friend of mine who runs an amazing podcast, Andrew Warner, who runs Mixergy, right? So anybody who knows the Mixergy podcast, I would highly recommend that you listen to that podcast. It's one of the best entrepreneurial podcasts in the world. And so I remember one time listening to Andrew being interviewed by somebody. Trevor says Andrew's a man, yeah. So I was listening to Andrew talk to somebody. And this conversation happened about, I actually reminded Andrew when I spoke to him about it, I said, mate, that one little thing that you said changed my life, right? So somebody asked Andrew, now if anybody knows who Andrew Warner is, he had a company that was he built a company of about $35–50 million when he was very young. He sold that company, and then he decided to start an education company in putting Mixergy together. It became one of the best business podcasts in the world. I still think it's the best business podcast in the world. And then he then went on to start a company called Bot Academy. So he got into messenger bot education, has an amazing coaching program teaching how to build messenger bot businesses. And so he said something on this interview. In fact, it was an interview with another friend of mine, James Shrenko. And James asked this question right at the very end of the interview. And he said to Andrew, Andrew, what if you were to talk to anybody in business, what would be the number one thing that you would say to a business owner? And Andrew got a little stumped at that question, right? With a guy that's had so much exposure to so many businesses, that built an incredibly successful entrepreneurial venture for himself, exited with millions of dollars. He was stumped on that question for a brief moment. It took a pause to think about what it was that he was saying. But this is exactly what he said. He said, what you've got to do is you've got to get out of the stands. You've got to get out of the bleachers, right? If you're an observer in business, you are not going to succeed at all. In being the observer or watching the game being played from outside, you will never amount to anything in your business. You might as well just stay in a job and forget about being in business. He says, what you've got to do is you've got to get up off your seat, walk down to the field, right? Walk down the field, climb the fence, walk out to the batter's plate, right? And start swinging at the pitches. Start swinging for the ball. Now, you're going to miss a whole bunch of them along the way. You're going to miss dozens and dozens of pitches. But you've got to be in the game. You've got to be batting, right? You've got to hit. Babe Ruth faced over 700,000 pitches in his life, professional pitches, let alone how many hundreds of thousands or millions of pitches that he did in practice. But he only scored over 700 home runs in his career. Hundreds of thousands of balls thrown at him at speed, but he only, I can't forget, I think it's 767 home runs in his career. 767 home runs in his career, right? But hundreds of thousands of balls thrown at him. Hundreds of times being struck out. Right? But he kept swinging, right? And most people don't swing the bat. They're not in business. They're not even playing the game. They're pretending to play the game, right? They're pretending that they're sitting on the outside and they're watching everything happen around them, right? And they're sitting by paying attention to what's happening around them. They think that they're actually playing the game, but not. You've got to be in it. You've got to go through and learn. A conversation I had with Dan a couple of hours before this session, I got up really in the morning to have this conversation. He's in the UK, and I'm here in Australia. And in this conversation, he says, dude, this business is all about relationships. This is, if the stronger we can build our relationship in this business, right, the more money we're going to make in this business. But most people in this business don't want to build relationships. All they want to do is sell shit to people, right? They just want to bang people, and then short-term thinking. Client jumps on board, 30 days later, the client's out. 90 days later, we tell the client, hey, we'll do this for 90 days. 90 days later, the client's out. So we're constantly just churning and bastardizing the market, right? And nobody actually cares enough to build a relationship with their clients, right? And that's the thing. It's the relationships. It's who you know. It's how many people that you know in your sphere. It's who you're hanging out with, and it's who you're being with that's going to make the changes that you have or will have an impact on your life, right? Most people, unfortunately, because we've been comfortable working with a laptop, right, get stuck behind the laptop and actually forget that they've got to connect with real human beings. One of the reasons I started traveling around the world 6 years ago, literally I was on a flight pretty much every 2 weeks somewhere internationally for the last 5 years, only up until, good old what happened in the last few months. My wings have been clipped. But for 5 years, I traveled. Now, I didn't need to travel. I still ran my businesses from my laptop. But the reason I traveled was because I wanted to connect and engage with real human beings. I would go to trade shows and conferences and seminars and events, meet my heroes, meet people that I wanted to talk to personally. I made a physical capital investment of hundreds of thousands of dollars to go and be in the face of people so that I can connect and learn. Many of my champions I have met, I've been able to physically, personally meet many of my champions that I work with from around the world. And they are in countries far and wide around the world. In fact, I don't think there's a single champion that I haven't met in the world. Now, at some point, I want to connect. The reason I want to connect is because I want to make sure that I'm having some strength and connection and understanding in that relationship. So this thing of getting in the game, the big part of it is you making sure you're building a relationship. You're not going to sell people by hitting them over the head and saying, hey, I've got the best Facebook ad campaign on the planet, right? I shared the story where we went out to a whole bunch of our clients and we asked them, why did you buy us instead of, like, there was Facebook ad guys that were better at Facebook ads than we were, but they didn't get the sale, we got the sale. The reason why is because we actually cared. They said, well, the reason why we hired you is because you actually took the time to understand us. You took time, you know, those guys, they didn't understand our business. All they were interested in was getting leads. Well, you know, that's all really good, but I need to know that I'm getting the right leads. I need to know that what am I going to do with those leads? I need to know that we're helping patients. We're, you know, this is the business that we're in. We're in the business of helping patients, right? So this is the thing. If you want to really do well in this business, you want to start building your relationships. You want to have clients stay with you for years. My longest client ever stayed with me for 17 years. My longest client ever stayed with me for 17 years, right? Spent a lot of money over 17 years, right? I can count that he is a good and a great friend. That's the type of relationship. I could pick up the phone anytime I like, and he would pick up he would answer that call, right? Same with him. He could pick up the phone anytime I like, and I would answer that call, right? Because over that 17-year period, we've come to understand each other. And I've had many clients that I've been with for years. And that's because relationship is key, right? Getting to know, getting to build, because those people are going to share you with a whole bunch of other people in the marketplace. That's the key. You've got to get into the game, and you've got to start swinging the bat into the market, right? So very quickly, right? We've been doing Agency Unleashed. There's a lot of people here who have joined the Agency Unleashed program. Super, super excited. I want to thank you for doing that. I'm just going to go back here, right? But I just want to make sure that you're very clear for those who are thinking about it, because we're going to close the cart at midnight tonight if you haven't done this already, right? And so what I want to do is very quickly just walk through. So Agency Unleashed, 5 days a week, live coaching with me, Monday to Friday. That coaching session is about you moving the needle. It's about me giving you scripts, real-time strategies, client debrief. We're going to sit down. If you've got a client, let's debrief, work on how to close. The reason why I want to do these dailies is so we can record that, and you can listen to that, and you can listen to the scripting, the structure, and the strategy. I'm trying to make this the most powerful training that you will ever have for your business, because it's going to be directed to those who are participating, right? I want to support from a community, like-minded agencies, other people who are doing what you're doing. There's a whole bunch of you here who are jumping in on this, and I'm super excited to have you there. If you're thinking about it, then I would highly encourage you to jump in, because I am going to close doors tonight, right? Real-time strategies, personalized scripts, client debriefs to help you close the deals, resource partners with case studies, testimonials, tools, and valuable products to help you convert sales. I'm bringing in some of my resource partners, and we are actually going to be doing training on how to leverage using a resource partner to get the best results for the sales that you make in this process. So this is essentially what I've put together, right? 6 weeks of daily calls, Monday to Friday, live group coaching call recordings. So every recording is going to be placed into the private members area. The tools and resources are going to give you my pitch decks. I'm going to give you my appointment funnel, my full automation appointment funnel. I'm going to give you resources, tools to actually convert sales, going to give you agreements, all that sort of stuff. You're going to have access to my champions training. So once a week on a Monday, we do consulting champions training. So for 6 weeks of this program, you're going to actually sit in and participate in my training of consulting champions. These are my high-end mastermind people. These are some of the most successful agencies that are building some really significant businesses out there. You're going to get an insight into their training. And those 6 trainings are going to be recorded and also placed into the group. So you can actually experience what it's like and get some feedback and get some interaction with what people are doing to actually build a real business in the marketplace. There is a masterclass bonus that I give, part 1 and 2. This happened when a whole bunch of consultants came in and said, hey, John, if you're going to build $1 million business, how do you do this? And I showed them how to do $1 million business in 3 months. And a few people were clever enough to take that idea and run with it and generate $1 million businesses. There are 2 ways that you can invest in this. 3 installments of $985, right? $985 a month, so $985 down and $985 every other month. Save $1,000, one-time fee $1,955, right? One-time fee $1,955. So if you got Agency Unleashed, you can grab your seat and you can grab your ticket there today. So we are going to, this is what we're going to do in the Unleashed. We're going to do a 60-day blitz. Even though the program is going for 6 weeks, but there's an extra 2 weeks where we're going to go in and capture from this blitz. So we're going to run a competition. So the person who gets the most sales, the person who generates the most revenue, most sales, is going to get 6 months membership in Consulting Champions. That is a $12,000 investment that I will make in you if you win from the most sales in the market. Now, the second person also gets a first prize, because the person who gets the most points, allocated points to activities to generate sales, you're also going to get 6 months into Champions. So you might not make the most sales, but you might make some sales and accumulate the most points in activities and still become the #1 winner. Every person's going to get a chance to win this. Every person can win 6 months of membership in Consulting Champions as part of this blitz, right? Third prize, 3 months membership in Consulting Champions. So you get to stay with us with 3 months. That's third prize. Fourth and fifth, the number of points, based on number of points, not a number of sales. I'm going to literally give you my top 10 business library, right? These are the books that have literally changed my life from a business point of view. They are the best business books on the planet. I have learned a lot of things from the authors of those books. Some of those authors have been my mentors. I'm actually going to give you the library. So 2 people are going to win that. So if you join agencyunleashed.com, if you go to agencyunleashed.com and join this program, you're going to be part of this blitz. The goal is to aim for 6 clients over a 60-day period. 1 client every 10 days, right? 1 client every 10 days. 1 client is going to more than pay you back your investment in this program. But the training that you're going to get in this program is probably going to be some of the best training and real-time training you'll ever see. And at this investment level, it is an incredible value proposition, because normally what I charge for my 6 to 8 week programs is we normally charge between $7,000 and $9,000 for a 6 to 8 week program, right? Here I'm doing this at a very reduced rate. Because the reason I'm doing this is I just want to make it easy for people to jump in on this. So if you're serious and you haven't done this already, and we've got a whole bunch of people here who are in the program, and I want to welcome and thank those people who jumped in. We've got a whole bunch of people. Michael Appiah, I know you're in. Monique, you're in. Oscar, you're in. Sam, you're in. I think Samantha, Trevor, you're in. We've got a whole bunch of people who jumped in. Brian, I know you're in. So if you haven't already and you want to, then I would make sure that you go to the agencyunleashed.com website, because we will close the doors at midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time. We are going to have some fun as of the 1st of June. So with that, I want to answer any questions you've got. If you've got questions about strategy, about structure, anything that I can help you with. Trevor says, I'm looking forward to crashing it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm here to answer your questions. If you have a question, just type in the question area. Let me just get this out of the way so I can see. Any questions about what I've shared? Any questions about the tactics or the strategies that I've shared? Okay, what's your question, Howard? Ask the question. Any questions I can help you with? Just answer the question. How did my champions generate all leads? The ones that did $700,000 in sales generated the leads through cold email. So they scraped the emails off a association website. They verified the emails, crafted a cold email campaign, and they just did cold outbound. So they did cold outbound with email. Yep. Step 1, LinkedIn, identify LinkedIn decision maker who match the criteria. Yep. Send a message with an offer of valuable info. Yep. Send a personalized video. You can do that. CTA for 3K strategy. Awesome. Follow-up email, social engagement, calls, deliver itemized strategy with costs and actions. Yep. Perfect. That's awesome. This looks great, Sam. So yeah, by the way, leads are easy. The leads part is the easy part, Howard. The fun part is getting those leads to communicate with you. Yeah, roofers don't want leads. Roofers actually want somebody who's got budget, who wants to buy right now. So what a roofer wants is a converted sale. So instead of giving leads, talk about how we're going to convert sales. You know, that's what I'll be doing. Like forget about leads. You can buy leads up the wazoo, right? What we want to do is convert. So what can we do to convert? Fastest way to make money for a roofer is go and pull out all our old quotes the last 6 months and just go and make an offer to those old quotes. And I'll guarantee they'll pick up $100,000, $200,000 of sales easily. So yeah, it's not about leads, Howard, it's about conversion. Call only ads on Google, absolutely. Call only ads with tracking, absolutely. They work really well. So straight off the call, yeah. With call tracking, with voice call tracking, because you want to monitor the conversations. Any other questions? Any other questions? Questions. However, if you're looking for leads, you have got a ton of opportunities for leads. Just look at the roofing. Just look at the Roofing Industry Association in America. There's tons of leads in there, thousands of them. $60 billion industry. What they want is somebody who is ready to buy a roof. That's what they want. If you can help them to get a customer to the point of ready to buy a roof, right? I don't know what me doing call only ads. Most ads are not good. Depends on the offer, Howard. All depends on the offer. Yeah, but that's part of the strategy, Howard. So any other questions? I'm happy to answer questions. Yeah, nobody wants free gutters for the new roof. People want a roof. They don't want a free gutter. That's a bad offer. They want a roof. They want the restored roof. Interesting you say that, Howard, because I'll give an example. There was one roofing company who was running Facebook ads, and what they were offering was $250 towards what they said, that if we'll give you $250 towards cleaning your gutters, right? Well, nobody wanted to clean their gutters, right? Because they don't even think about it. It's out of sight, out of mind. It's only a problem when it becomes a problem when things get clogged up, right? So the offer was terrible. What they should have been offering is, let's fix your roof, right? Yeah. What I do, Chris, what I do is I use any leads. And if you looked at the strategy that I talked about in the intensive, where I show you how to find the actual decision maker, and then what you do is you verify the email. So I don't need to. Hunter.io is just one service. I don't need Hunter.io, but it is a service that works really well. What I use is AnyLeads. I just use AnyLeads.com. That does a verification and cleans it up. Trevor says he signed up to AnyLeads last night, and it's great. Yeah, very fast way to get a list, a hot list, super, super fast if you combine it with LinkedIn. Yes, so don't focus on repairs, focus on replacement and fix, Howard. That's all. That's a targeting issue. I'm not sure what your question is, Howard. That's the thing. I'm trying to understand what your question is to be able to help you. So I don't know what you're actually asking. So if you can ask me a very succinct, specific question, I can help you answer that question. Yeah, somebody who's ready to buy a roof is going to go through Google to find that person in their area, because they're going to get 3 quotes. Most people are going to get the roof fixed. They're going to go to 3 roofers to get 3 quotes. They're not going to buy the first roofer. So the roofer that does the best job is the roofer that's going to win the job, right? The roof, not necessarily the cheapest roofer. The roofer that does the best job at the customer service aspect, they're the ones that are going to win the job. The roofer that's going to do the price, they might win maybe 10% of the jobs. Because people don't want to buy the cheapest. They want to buy the best. They want to buy the best value. That's what they want to buy. Want to get quality results for the roofer clients. Free quotes, everyone. Yeah, it's not about free quotes. Yeah, it's about getting the roof fixed. That's the offer. Let me give you $2,000 towards getting your roof fixed. There's an offer, right? Whatever your roofing price is, up by $2,000, and give that $2,000 cash to your customer. Hey, we want to put our money where our mouth is, because they're probably undercharging for the roof in the first place. We want to put our money where our mouth is. We want to give you $2,000 cash to your roof repair, because we want to help people get their roof fixed. There's a great offer. And I know that offer works. Any other questions? Happy to answer your questions. Otherwise, I'm going to say thank you for being here. No more questions? We're cool? Awesome. Okay, so thank you for being here. Oh, hang on, here we go. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for being here on the call. I'm going to be here same time, same bad channel. We're going to be doing the clarity sessions and focus sessions on topics. In this series, in this clarity and focus series, I think in the next few weeks, what we're going to do is I'm going to start a series called the Unleashed series. And so the Unleashed series is going to go through the structure of building an ad agency. So it's going to go through things like the market opportunity. It's going to go through niching. It's going to go through all the aspects of actually building a real business in this model. So I'm going to be running that series over a few weeks. So keep an eye out. There's going to be some promotion on that series. Every video, Michael Noel has got a website discovery tomorrow. Awesome, well done. Every video is on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. If you go to consultingunleashed.com/go, you'll be able to access our Facebook group. You'll access the YouTube channel. There's some free training on there as well. So you can always see these videos are posted up on the channel. But again, thank you for those who are coming along. Hope you're getting a lot out of this. I look forward to seeing you on our future series in this structure. In this series, we are going from My Monday, so from Sunday to Thursday in this series. So 5 days a week, every day. We're going to be, other than the weekends, because I believe you should be enjoying your weekends. But we are going 5 days a week on these clarity focus sessions. I thought that I would take back my weekends. I was doing this every single day, but I just want to have some time enjoying family and friends on the weekend. So with that, I want to thank you for being here. Those who haven't already, jump into agencyunleashed.com, jump into the program. Looking forward to having you and working with you over the next 2 months. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we've got some amazing people who are here who've joined that program. So I want to thank you all for those who are coming along. We are I'm going to make sure that all of you, as many of you as possible, are going to go beyond smashing things out of the park. So with that, thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you on the next the clarity and focus section. Thank you.